Hi, my name is Amrish. You're watching Gourmet at Home. Today I will be preparing a recipe of a lentil. It's simple, but it's delightful. It's dal muradabadi. Most of you are thinking that dal muradabadi is from Muradabad. That might be one reason, but there is another interesting story behind this lentil. Murad, the son of Akbar, was fond of vegetarian food. He requested his cooks to prepare a dish which is simple, light, but delightful. And accidentally they discovered by boiling a yellow lentil or a moong dal over a period of time gives it a smooth and velvety texture. Also, there is a very slight sweetness of lentil which is felt in the preparation. With time, this recipe has evolved with different ingredients, but the base was always the same, that is a moong dal. So let's start preparing the recipe of dal muradabadi. So for this recipe, I need some spices like cumin, dry red chili, chaat masala, black salt, the yellow lentil which is your moong dal, and along with that I have prepared some condiments for this like tomatoes, onion, ginger, coriander, green chili and some pickled onions. So we will start first with boiling the lentils. I have soaked my yellow lentil an hour before, and this is the first step of the recipe, so it's very important that you need to wash your lentils and soak them at least for an hour. And to save some time, I will be boiling my lentils in a pressure cooker. So first we'll add the water. So in my kitchen I follow a recipe of 1:3, where if you have got 1 cup of lentil, you will add 3 cups of water to it. Now I will add my lentils. We will add some salt to it. We will not be adding any spices at this stage. So now we have to close the pressure cooker and we have to cook the lentils until 4 whistles, because we are looking for a lentil which is very soft, which has got that velvety and smooth texture. After the 4 whistles, my lentils are boiled. I'll keep them on side. In the meantime, I will make some papdi dough because I want to serve dal muradabadi along with some papdi. Let's start. So for the papdi dough, I will be using some refined flour, ajwain seeds, salt, ghee and some water. So I will be adding approximately 1 cup of refined flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of ajwain and 1 tablespoon of ghee. So we will mix all the ingredients. So once the dough is prepared, we'll roll it like a chapati. Now at this stage, we'll just prick it. Now in commercial kitchens, we use these tart molds to make our tarts, but I'm sure we don't see these molds in our home kitchens. So I will be using this quarter plate. I'm sure most of us have got these small quarter plates at home. So this will be my tart mold for today. So before we place the rolled tart dough in the plate, we'll lightly grease it with some butter or ghee or with some oil, and then we'll dust it with some flour. Now at this time, I'll place my rolled papdi dough in the center of the plate. And I will put some kidney beans on the plate. And this process of baking, we call it as blind baking. If you bake the tart without these beans, what will happen? The dough will remain raw from the center and the sides will get a nice crispy color, so it will not be fully cooked. So this will help me to bake my tart evenly. So now at this stage, we'll put this tart dough inside the oven. And I have preheated my oven at 200 degrees centigrade. So we'll bake the tart dough inside the oven for 5 minutes. You can see at this stage the tart is baked, but it's partially baked from the base. So either we can do the carryover cooking inside the oven, or we can do the carryover cooking inside the oil. But I prefer to fry my tart at this stage. So we will remove the kidney beans and we'll doing the second part of the cooking inside the frying oil. So here my oil is ready. I will put my tart inside the oil. So when we are putting the tart for frying, we have to make sure the oil should not be very hot. It should be from medium to hot. So my tart is done now. It's perfectly brown and it's crispy in texture. So this is the time we will remove the tart from the oil. So my papri tart is ready. It's nice, crispy and golden brown in color. Let's check the lentil. So you can see at this stage, the lentils are perfectly boiled, and this is what we want to have in our dal muradabadi. There should not be any grains of lentils in it, and this is what makes this lentil dal muradabadi. So when we are having this lentil with some papri, with some onions, some tomatoes, some ginger, some green chili, you will have the perfect balance, or I would say you will have the right experience of dal muradabadi. Let's finish the dal muradabadi now with some tempering in it. So now let's temper the dal, and I bought this small little pan to temper my dal muradabadi. So our dal muradabadi is ready, our tart is ready. So let's come to the favorite part of Gourmet at Home, where we will be serving our dal muradabadi in a gourmet style. So let's start. So first we'll place the tart in the center of the plate, followed by I will put dal inside the tart. After onion and tomatoes, I will add some brown garlic, pickled onions. So basically these are the baby onions that I have pickled overnight with some vinegar, salt, sugar and some beetroot, chopped ginger, some chopped coriander, brown onion, and then I have got some crispy bundi, a seasoning of some chaat masala, a little bit of black salt, some tempering of chili and garlic. To finish, I have got some seasonal green herbs, some radish. This is my interpretation of dal muradabadi. It looks beautiful, it looks elegant, and it tastes delightful. I am sure you will be trying this recipe in your kitchen. Looking forward to see you again with another interesting recipe on Gourmet at Home.